Hello friends, today I'm going to teach you about block play in the preschool environment. As early childhood educators, we all know the premise of block play. But just as a review, block play is also known as constructive play. It is the process of building and constructing structures, towers, buildings, and so on with various kind of materials. Block play is also a divergent kind of play, which means it hits various developmental areas: language, cognitive, socio-emotional, and physical. Now let's talk about block play in the classroom. It's important to provide a large enough space that promotes creative thinking and keeping in mind of falling structures. There may be some preschool sites that are a little bit iffy about children building towers or structures that are taller than them. But we also have to remember these children know their own capabilities. If they can't reach to put another block up on top, they will ask a peer or a teacher. We also have to remember when building these large towers, are we providing safe material? Are we providing heavy material or light material? If the structure was to fall over, would there really be any high consequences? Would the children be getting hurt? When preschool children do block play, they're learning multiple concepts of all kinds. They're learning spatial concepts, such as using words under, over, between, on top, inside, outside, and many more. As a teacher, you can ask, where will you put this block? Will you put it underneath this one? Will you put it over this one? Will you put it in between these blocks? There are also math concepts involved. You can ask how many. With blocks, you can sort, you can count, you can even do symmetry. An example of these math concepts could be asking, can you sort these blocks by shape? Can you count how many blocks are there of the same or are there of different? You can also use symmetry. Can you replicate this many blocks and this many blocks? With blocks, you are also practicing your hand-eye coordination and motor skills. This allows children to use their hands to practice the skill of balance, to practice where the block needs to be placed so it doesn't fall over. Block play also promotes imagination. It allows children to think outside of the box and have creative freedom when building structures of any kinds. It also promotes teamwork and problem solving. When children come together to make a structure, they will learn how to communicate their thoughts and ideas on how things should be built. It also helps with teamwork and problem solving to communicate their thoughts and ideas to each other. This allows them to open up the conversation and understand what each person wants in this project. There are also science concepts when it comes to block play. Children will learn the concept of gravity, weight, stability, and even have them thinking of cause and effect. If I put this block here, what would happen? If I hit the block tower over, will it fall over? This allows the children to think and hypothesize at a young age without even realizing. And for language development, they are learning words such as taller, shorter, what a ramp is, levels, and stability. When incorporating block play in the classroom, we immediately think of traditional blocks, but that doesn't have to be the case. Today, I'm going to teach you how to use loose parts around your home in your block area. I have a pool noodle, and all I did was cut them up into multiple pieces. With this, you can stack them, you can count them, you can do anything you want. It would be even more fun if you had an assortment of colors to make a pattern. With these pool noodle pieces, you can also take a chopstick because they have a hole through them. You can wring them through. This is an easy, at-home block activity. With the pool noodles and the chopsticks, you can also break the chopstick in half. I have some already broken in half. And because the chopsticks they're not pointy, but they are strong enough, and then the pool noodles are flimsy enough, you can stick the chopsticks through, and then you have a little wheel, and it will roll over. Another loose part around home are foam cups. Just because they're not plastic cups, they're easier to cut and they won't be a danger to the children. So what I did was cut a slit into the foam cup on each side parallel, and I just connected them, and you have a simple building process. So take one part, see where it is cut on both sides. This one is cut too. Is pick side, slide it on, and you have another tower to build with. Another activity that you can do with household items is taking your leftover paper towel rolls or tubes, cutting slits on each ends of them to interconnect them, just like we did with the foam cups, taking a crumpled up piece of paper, turning it into a ball, and then running that through just like a tunnel.
Give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, cause there is no way you're grounded. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, feeling good like I should. When in dark, I walk around